Well, here we go again. Yeah, just enough of that. Welcome back to more Sonic Rush. You can just call me Stent. This time, we're gonna be going over the, arguably the main character of this whole story. We've already had our fun playing as Sonk, and now it's time to play as Blaze. Oh, she's already dead. Oh, what's this? What's happened to me? The Soul Emeralds! My world will be in trouble without them. That mustached old man. How did he obtain the Soul Emeralds? I remember now. I followed him. Then I got engulfed in that pure white light. But where am I? Am I in a different dimension? Time to blaze it up. It's kind of a shame I didn't do this in April. Hey. Just doing this on good old, Adolf's birthday. Shouldn't matter now. I've got to locate the Soul Emeralds. I've got to recover them. Otherwise my world will be in grave danger. Anyway, I should look around for some clues. Well, at the very least, they've learned their lesson from Sonic Heroes in that, technically speaking, both characters have a different zone order. This time we're starting off with Night Babylon. Let's roll. Look at us, try to look all impressive. And here we are again, with, this is one thing I definitely find interesting about the music in Sonic Rush, is that Blaze has her own dedicated version of the soundtrack. Oh yeah, and she can fly. It really just feels as though Blaze is supposed to be the easy mode, question mark, because of course, not to say much about her level design, but she can fly, which naturally would sort of trivialize a fair few things. She doesn't get the jump dash or the homing attack, but does she need them? Sorry, just trying to recognize the controls. I have a feeling that compared to last week, this isn't going to be quite as long or as watched of a stream. But, you know, anything could... Oh yeah, she could also just do that and just rocket herself forward unto death. Seems so weird to this actually see a boost game which still has the regular power-ups, I've just noticed. Like, you got the shield here, you got invincibility, no high speed shoes for obvious reasons, but I still find it weird. It's like, this game have found ways of giving a place to the shield and to the invincibility, and yet Unleash, Generations, Frontiers, Forces, they never did. They fly now. No, it's you don't get it. It's the epitome. It's the pinnacle of comedy. You see, they fly now. You see, they fly now. Did you get it? They fly now. Please laugh. They fly now. They fly now. Okay, so apparently those are instant death. No idea exactly what happened there. Just, I was just thinking, oh, we won't have to worry so much about deaths and chaos tunnels this time around. But regardless, I guess we still have to worry about instant death like that in the first level, nonetheless. It's like, I mean, granted, you unlock Blaze after Sonic, so I guess that's the logic behind it. But then again, that sort of instant kill ball roll thing from Sonic Heroes was also in Leaf Forest. Sorry, Leaf Storm. I'm mixing up my level names again. Yeah, from the looks of it, I'm pretty... Oh, not again. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that in terms of level design, these are the exact same levels. The only thing is that you can fly over most of it now. Out of the way. They fly now. So I suppose just going a little bit into Blaze's whole character thing. I'll be honest, I've never necessarily had much of a problem with Blaze. Then again, growing up with Rush, that's sort of par for the course. And I would have said for a long time that she would have been my favorite character, mostly in the 2010s, on account of her not being written horribly. Is that a bot? Yeah, that's a bottomless pit. My favorite. Did you see a Riders level get confirmed for the new racing game? Yes, I did. I do definitely find it interesting that, or more sort of funny rather, that along with still getting the Zeti, which haven't been relevant in almost a decade now, if not more so than that, apparently in place of characters like Surge or... I almost fell for the same thing. Okay, so that is just the bottomless pit down there. Hello, Marshadow. We were just discussing the introduction of Speng over Surge in Crossworlds. At least allegedly. I'm at least assuming that it's true because, well, there's been a fair few rumors, regardless, which I've heard going around recently, like I suppose carrying on from what I mentioned last time, Doctor Who. The prospect that Billie Piper is taking over as the 16th Doctor, which, on one hand, I'm sure she'll be better than the previous two in the fact that she might actually have some of the grandiose required for the role, but at the same time, why? Why would you do this, even especially when the show is about to likely be cancelled? Back stick flips. Alright, let's see if I can do this with 0 lives. I suppose at the very least, if I mess up, we get access to hearing the game over screen. One of the few game over screens in the series which you actually want to, that actually makes you want to game over on purpose. You know what this soundtrack is like. Yep, and here everybody comes. Can't exactly say I'm surprised. I'm just gonna have to fly over this, aren't I? Oh, that's... Oh, good, it's not a bottomless pit. I was thinking, oh, game over already. Thanks, game. Honestly, those whole hard-light platforms really sort of remind me of the carnival level in Superstars. I think Nickelodeon may have acquired the rights to Wild Brain, probably Deke, so... Speng... Oh. I was looking at chat. Yeah, just keep in mind this, this music right here. No idea what happened there. Okay. Let's try that again, Penfold. Let's hopefully we don't have to, listen through all the intro again. I think this might actually be the, Okay, so we don't have to worry about the intro anymore. This may be the biggest barrier of entry to Blaze's story. I'm just thinking, if... I wasn't actually aware Deke was still around, and all perfectly honest, so... As far as I'm aware... I want to say we might result in something related to SAT-AM, or more likely OSTH. I mean, granted they haven't really been culturally relevant in Yongs, but still. They rebranded sometime... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just... I suppose it's super weird to me thinking that, technically speaking, Deke actually managed to outlast 4 kids. What sense does that make, I ask? Channel has official re-uploads of SAT-AM. Oh! I'm guessing they haven't got round to Underground yet, though. Or they just decided, along with everyone else, yeah, let's just bury that under the floorboards and hope nobody notices. Because I did watch a few episodes of Underground as a kid, and... the main ones I remember being the Knuckles one with the terrible sense of proportions and positioning, and the one where they all get really big feet, because of course they do, it's a French cartoon. It's like, oh yes, the same country that gave us Totally Spies. This is not a surprise in the slightest. Underground is definitely a show. Yeah, pretty much. It is a show which existed. Still have no idea why there's Blazesteins here, though, considering she only just got here 5 minutes ago. Sure, Underground is on there. It would be interesting to see if it actually is. Just so I can point and laugh. It's like, okay, let's see what other crazy stuff from this particular episode I don't remember. Because obviously, I think everybody nowadays mostly just remembers the exploding baby episode. And that just being generally just one of the more tamer ones, I think. Again, I just sort of have just disjointed, fragmented memories of Underground with not really much context. Like, I think that was one of the songs where I think one of them turned into paper at one point. Again, I don't remember all that much. They never did find their mother. Ah yes, the one show where Sonic is officially an oathbreaker, in that sense. It's like, you had one job, Sonic, find your mother. One of two of them, and you still failed. They do have all three shows in their official songs. Ah, okay. Well, that's good to know. More like 6 feet. Yay! Super into Underground as a kid, even though it was hot garbage. I mean, I can at the very least understand. I feel it's a, it's a bit of a sentiment I have with a fair bit of this series. Though I may be a little bit hyperbolic. What do you think? Just, the sense that a lot of the stuff in this series is kind of garbage, but at the same time, it's my garbage. I still enjoy it, even though I am aware. That's something that I've actually been thinking about a fair bit, about, I suppose, what makes a healthy fan of a series. Or at the very least, a healthy consumer of media. That being, one who accepts something as objectively bad and enjoys it regardless, rather than somebody who objects, who defends and tries their hardest to like objectively bad media and defending it against legitimate complaints, if that makes any sense. It sounded better in my head. Oh, okay. I'm alive. Ah yes, precision platforming, my favorite. Switched. Ah yes, more Switch 2 stuff. I've heard at the very least a lot of people still aren't happy about that, and now I'm sort of wondering what I was planning on getting, asking for my birthday, because I was initially planning to ask for a Switch 2, but again, it sort of feels at this point that I don't really need it, if that makes sense. So I'm just like, okay, now what do I do? I suppose I could just ask for something that's a bit more practical, I suppose. I'll have to think about it some more. Maybe some new PC parts, because I will admit with the Cyberpunk streams, which you should definitely check out, by the way. But been having pretty much a ball with those ones. Is that I need a hard drive which doesn't risk catching on fire when I'm not running my streaming setup. Along with Cyberpunk. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Ah, thanks a bunch, Cinnamon. Definitely preferable to blunt, but yeah, pretty much. Because I'll just be the first one to say this. It's alright to like objectively bad media as long as you accept it's objectively bad media. Like, you can enjoy something like the more recent episodes of Doctor Who or Star Wars The Worst Jedi, which is irreconcilable with me, but I won't hold it against you if you still find means of enjoying it despite knowing that it is objectively poor craftsmanship. If that makes any sense. Probably gonna inflame a lot of people with that, but it is the truth. If I need your body, I'll Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely looking forward to playing more of that. It's been a bundle of laughs. One of the underground characters transform into a fleshy inanimate object, always giving the grief. Oh yeah, Dingo. The fact that he can just be transformed into anything against his will. For some reason, I never really questioned that as a kid. You know, back before all the animal testing. Oh no! I think I fell into a beginner's trap. I can make the switch to and say, you know. Hello, Angelo. I was just trying to concentrate on not dying, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. Barely made it. Come on. Taxi. Follow that weird robot that tried to mug me. It does seem a little bit weird to me that in this game you uncurl as soon as you pop your first badnik. I kind of feel that's not really great communication, telling you that, oh yeah, you can actually pop multiple badniks, because that wasn't necessarily a problem in the classic games or Mania. Okay, we're good. At least for now. Hard to believe that we're already just still stuck in Night Carnival, even though it's been 15 minutes. Okay, I think we're at the end finally. I'm reminded of Omens. In what way exactly? Do you want me to say the funny line yet? Anyways, it's time for Blaze and more Robotnik. Hey you mustached old man. I finally found you. Ah, the cat girl I saw when I made that small visit. I'm surprised that you came to this well to find me. He said this world as I suspected. This is another world. Return the soul emeralds. I must return to my world otherwise. You mean these pretty little things? Ugh. These are my means to ultimate power. Now scat. No, Robotnik, you can't say that. Robotnik, you don't know what you're doing. It seems you like to play with fire. Let me light up your fingers then. At least I'm hoping the accent is good. Where the homing attack is entirely camera-based. Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. Going up against... One thing I've also noticed about this game when I was a kid is that I'm fairly certain all the bosses have different color palettes depending on who you're fighting them as. At least I'm fairly certain that's the case. Just gonna take this nice and slow. Not gonna be worrying about S ranks or anything like that. I'm already in for it as it is. Gee, that thing stays in its electrical cocoon for like ages. Skipping you up, murder. Yes, let's just go with that one. Sure. That's the safer route. Also, I think I'm about to die. Where did that ring go? Oh yes, now you get to see me in a massive tug-of-war with the boss fights, because it really does feel as though this is adding credence to the fact that the first boss in this game, regardless of who you play as, is weirdly harder than a lot of the other ones. At least up until you get to, there we go. I'm just gonna do that. On my, what is definitely legitimate hardware. Please ignore the letters which pop up on screen, it's just, very normal time cube behavior. Okay, I'm not gonna fall for another stupid trick like that. I will say though, with the Eggman logo on the back, this whole place really does remind me of Casino Park. Like with a lot of the purple and red and yellow neon lighting. And I suppose it does make sense considering this game takes a lot of its inspiration from Heroes, as far as I'm aware. Come on, give me a ring. Was it hard making model? Oh, yes. Yes, it was, there was a little bit of difficulty in getting it just right. You can be sure of that. Where did my... Just gonna save it from there, just to speed things up a little bit. Yeah, it may just be I've been used to playing this on easy mode, though, but I definitely don't remember a lot of these bosses being as difficult as they are. Because, yeah, back when I was a kid, I remember just defaulting to playing easy mode, which I think just mostly just affected the amount of health bosses have. I jumped on you. There you go. So it feels as though I'm living on a prayer. Because we're halfway there. In your own time. Yeah, seriously. That thing only stays open for like a minute. Gotcha. Where'd my rings go? There's a ring. Ringo. Please. Oh. Oh, not again. Not again. Ah, yes. Back in this particular situation again already. Yeah, let's do it in a little bit of a safer spot. Come on. Game. I'm pretty sure that should have counted, game. What are we doing right now, game? You're making me look bad, game. Gotcha, finally. Now, if you return them quietly, I won't need to raise any more flames. We already have Stacy. Yep. You know it. Your little parlor trips don't impress me. The emeralds are mine. Don't be such a poor loser. Give me back the soul emeralds. You'll regret this. First emerald retrieved. We already have safe stating. B rank, yeah, that's deserved. Well, at the very least, we don't have to worry about special stages this time around. But how am I supposed to find the other 6? And where the bloody hell am I? I need to find the emeralds, but I'm lost. Eh? What's that? Shh, be quiet, I'll show Sparta's cheese. When we get a little more closer to her, let's talk to her. Eh? Who are you? What you do that for? Oh, she spotted us. Oh, hello, it's really nice to meet you. Please don't set us on fire or anything. My name is Cream. May I ask what your name is? What? Who is this girl? I've never seen you before. Would you like to be friend? Ah, just walking up to... setting a very bad example, Cream. Just walking up and talking to strangers. Wow, she's really friendly. Yes, exactly. She should be more cautious. Thank you, Blaze. Hey, don't get so close to me. I'm glad you finally spoke to me. Could you tell me your name, please? It's Blaze. So you're Blaze. That's a very nice name. Blaze, would you like to come to my home? Come on. Oh, just inviting her to your house already. I know she was polite, but naive is more like it. Also, I'm fairly certain this is just a hero's model. Or at least a low poly version of it. Eh? Okay, let's go. Wait a minute. Ah! And she dragged off all the way to the house of Cream's mom. I do kind of find it funny that I'm pretty sure it looks the exact same it does in Sonic X, actually. Well, here we are. Please come in, Blaze. Incredible. How could you just invite me in? After all, she just met me. Is that you, dear? Anything interesting happened today? Cream? Oh, hello, Mother. I brought a friend home today. A friend? Cream refuses to take no for an answer. Well, she is the most powerful character in the universe, so it only makes sense. Well, it's nice to meet you. This is my friend Blaze. I met my friend Blaze when I was just wandering around. Oh, Blaze, I hope Cream wasn't bothering you. Also, if it's not any concern, please just pretend that Gemmerl and Chocola are here. They're also here. Definitely here. Just ask Ian. He's definitely sure about that. No, but I have an errand to take care of. Please excuse me. Oh no, she's locked in. Oh dear, please relax. Love your accent. What accent is it? I don't even know myself. I just keep doing multiple accents for everybody else. And it's like I've lost any and all sense of my own identity. I worn so many masks, I don't know what my face looks like. I insist you have some tea. Oh no, what have you put in the tea? What's in the tea, Vanilla? Who are these people? So you came here to find your soul emeralds? Why am I wasting time here sipping tea? You know, I suggest that you talk to Sonic. Yes, Sonic should be able to help you. Please don't worry, this is my problem, so I'll find them myself. Don't say that, Sonic will be glad to help. Especially if it makes Amy jealous, I'm sure. Now then, Cream will show you your way. Just, After all, we don't want Blaze to get lost, do we? Scottish. Nope, I'm fairly certain it isn't. Also, what is going on with... Okay, nothing's wrong. I said don't worry. But you're my friend, Blaze, right? And if a friend's in trouble, you help them. Well, I am lost. I suppose a bunny guides... Having a bunny guide me is okay, I suppose. Have it your way. Alright. Okay, Mom, I'm going now. Okay, Dad, you take care now. And that's the last time we ever saw Vanilla. Blaze, Cheese and I will help you by just standing up here trapped in the pink dimension. Please don't worry about us, we're perfectly safe. Anyways, now time for Leaf Storm, so... Technically speaking, different stage order, except not really. Don't want to stray too far from the Sonic Heroes formula in that sense. And indeed, we're back here in Leaf Storm, except now with different music. It's totally different, you guys. I can't help but wonder as to whether or not, especially with Encore mode, whether or not they missed a trick by giving the levels different palettes depending on who you're playing as. Like, imagine if you're going for this right now with Blaze at sunset or something. You know, just really go full into that Encore mode thing. I imagine if we ever did get a remake of Sonic Rush, which is never, that would be something that they take into account. At least, I hope so. Yeah, I still do find it funny talking about it, just that, the prospect of Speng getting Speng and Zavok getting in over Surge and Tangle. It's like they're not really beating the allegations that the IDW cast is just going to be relegated to the bin once the IDW comics get cancelled, which I'm kind of still surprised that they're still going, in all honesty. It's like I said, IDW with regards to the Sonic comic buys time, like, borrows time. Like Warner Brothers borrows money. Oh, so that didn't take too long at all. It's like now that we're free from Night's Carnival Zone, definitely not Carnival Nights. It's like all these levels are suddenly blazing by, haha, very funny, super quickly. I will be honest, I mentioned in the past about wanting characters to, I suppose the series rather, to focus more on developing a core, but I will be honest, if there is one character who I think warrants keeping the boost formula for, it would be Blaze. I mean, mostly just because that's the gameplay formula she debuted with, so it only makes more logical sense that of all the characters, she should be the one to keep the boost. It seems only fair in my books. And I'm fairly certain, actually, in the Sonic Adventure 2 mod for Blaze, that she still actually does have the boost, so I don't think, I believe that at least there's a little credence to my little observation there. At least I like to hope so. Also, can't help but dismay at the fact that, I feel as though I should have practiced a little bit more of a Welsh accent before this stream, because I was worrying about it all week, and here I am just butchering it. I let it have the trick system too. Honestly, I kind of feel that the trick system should just be intrinsic to the Sonic series as a whole. Because with the speedy, arcadey, platformy nature of it, it feels like just, oh, I'm about to die. That was the lowest low-octane chase I've ever seen in this game. But yeah, I think I already mentioned that I would definitely like to see more of a Tony Hawk trick system with how you link certain acts together be a thing in the Sonic series at some point. At least as something to experiment with. As part of a strong classic gameplay orientated foundation. At least that's my observation. Anyways. It's time to beat up Robotnik some more, as an actual Robotnik. And look at this! The only boss in the game that has a single color palette. Let's see how I completely messed this one up as well. I feel there at least is a bit more of a rare occurrence for him to do that instant kill attack. Well, I think that's technically an instant kill attack as well. I mean the roller one. I think he's less liable to do it on easy mode, which I think is why I switched to easy mode back when I was a kid, because I just didn't want to deal with that, because it felt really inconsistent in my books to deal with. In your own time. Oh, he's doing it. I'm ready for you. No, I wasn't ready. There, you see? Problem solved. You definitely didn't see anything. I definitely dodged that the first time. Yeah, I think aside from that, this boss fight is about as easy as you'd expect it to be. Oh, he's doing it again. I guess I can appreciate them actually messing around a bit more with the 3D aspects with the camera angles. I can't help but imagine if they did actually stick with the sprites, they would be hard-pressed to do something like that. Oh, here we go again. Not dealing with any of your nonsense, Robotnik. I said I'm not dealing with any of your nonsense, Robotnik. Okay. Okay, so I guess I am just a bit of an idiot. Come on. Try and hit me again, Robotnik, I dare. Yeah, this is going by a lot smoother compared to last time. I'll tell you that much. Also kind of find it weird that for the rematch against this particular boss fight, he doesn't use this roller attack when it's arguably his most effective attack in this whole thing. Also, must be a heck of a gyroscope in that cockpit to not have Robotnik's organs just completely just sticking to his ribcage. I won't forget this! Wait, Robotnik! Eh? What's that? And it's them again. What? Finally, I've got the second one. Even though those boss fights, even though those last two levels didn't take any time at all compared to the first one. There are 5 more I must get. Can't waste any time. That's a cool background. Hey, buddy. I will admit, something about Blaze's model in particular, this game really sort of reminds me of Klonoa 2. It was just the polygon count, or maybe it's something with regards to a design, just something intrinsically Klonoa-esque about how Blaze looks in this game. Alright, time to move on to Egypt. Taking absolutely no time at all. Yeah, I think this is when the music changes for Blaze start to get a little bit more noticeable, when it's a fair bit more of a cheery backdrop to this particular track. Also, yeah, this... Now that I think about this, really, this whole place really does sort of remind me a fair bit of, I was gonna say Metal Madness, Metallic Madness. In a way. Like this track. Yes, hello, Betty. I thought I had boost. Ah, yes! Enemy health bars in a 2D Sonic game. Would you rather have seen the day? Kinda hear it? Yeah. Pretty sure it'll be a bit more obvious once we get to Water Palace. Starts off a fair bit differently. Guess we're going this way. You can kinda hear it. Also, I can't help but wonder whether I've seen this particular whole drop down into a thing and it takes you out to another thing. I'm fairly certain that was in the casino level in Advance 1, which I forgot the name of. I think it was Neon Paradise or something to that effect. It's been a while since I played Advance 1. It's kind of weird because I used to play it all the time, just trying to grind out rings for chows. What kind of sandwich you didn't ask? Well, I'm gonna guess that some chicken is involved somehow. Just as a wild guess. I'm gonna say there's chicken in the sandwich. Chickens. Yes, I was right. I wasn't even looking at chat for that. I will admit, it feels as though I can never really gauge how exactly the rocks are going to fall in this level, because it feels like when I stand in one particular area, they hit me, and when I stand in a particular area to avoid them, they still hit me. I guess it's more just me not really being used to this level in the slightest. This sort of feels as though the rocks have a little bit of a chaotic nature to them, which I suppose for this particular world does make sense a little bit. Also, keep an eye out in the background for any particular human characters. I see a scarab there, which I suppose is a nice little foreshadowing for the boss, even though I'm not entirely... That doesn't really feel intentional to me. Whatever, let's just get out of here. This is though I almost backwards long jumped out of this dimension. It feels as though with that little air ability Blaze has, she could pretty much just phase back into her own dimension if she wanted. Away we go. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Anubis imagery here, which... At least I'm guessing we can assume that, oh, that's death. Good old Dim's level design. But yeah, I'm led to assume that the Egyptian pantheon is supposed to be part of the Sonic universe. It's another thing you're not really supposed to really think all that much about, but that does sort of lead me to wonder one thing. With regards to the Sonic universe, is Sutek also a massive CGI abomination? That really does sort of annoy me about the latest Doctor Who episodes. Hate to keep getting back onto this tangent when nobody in this the right mindset probably watches Doctor Who. And quite right too at this point in time. Just like... The episodes are all poorly written, just sort of, I suppose rage fiction in the same... It's the same sort of intellectual, storytelling as you would get in the Sonic 2 comic. Yet through that we have all these classic Doctor Who characters like Susan, and Varani, and Sutek, and Omega, and it's just like... Why must you dirty them with your horrible writing? Why should you make them into CGI gobbledygook? The patty's really good, the bread could be better. Ah, okay. At least it's not terrible, as opposed to arguably the curry I had yesterday. I didn't really mention this because I was sort of not really short on commentary, but I was trying this butter chili prawn thing, because I was like, oh, you know, I have a tendency to want to try out some new different things whenever we order out. It was just a whole bunch of prawns in chilies in a creamy sauce, and definitely seemed like the sort of thing that would go well with rice, but honestly, taste-wise as well, it wasn't exactly all that spectacular, especially compared to the sag-based, spinach-based curry that we also had, which I had the leftovers for lunch. Have a nice game of night. Alright, take care. I think we're reaching the end of the level now. Isn't the lead writer the same one who has some of the best Who in the past? Yeah, which is the weirdest thing. It's like he's the guy who recreated Doctor Who back in 2005, and here he is just systematically unmaking it. As for whether it's just that, for ideological reasons, he can't make stories which, I'm trying to figure the word. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Resonate with the audience, or just he's a bitter old man with nothing to prove and a chip on his shoulder who just wants to, stick it to those out there that he disagrees with on myriad points, which it must be miserable living like that, in all honesty. Just having your whole life dictated by hating someone on the blue team just because you're on the red team, that sort of thing. I'm trying not to keep it a little bit more lighthearted in terms of the language I'm using, because I know that potentially kicking a powder keg with that one, which I'd rather not do, but in the case of Doctor Who at this point, it really can't be helped. Somehow I got an S rank for that. Reminds me of the Devil May Cry. Yeah, pretty much. It feels like it's a common thing with a lot of these writers, where they just determinedly stuck in their mindset of trying to stick it to the opposite team, as it were. Just incredibly bitter DMC animators could you all just want. Yeah, pretty much. As with Star Wars, as with Star Trek, as with... honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some of that particular discourse has been going on with the IDW comics, with stuff like Tangle and Whisper, which I don't... I have to preface out of... yeah, I have to preface out of obligation, partially. I legitimately have no problems with the characterization of Laser Tangle, just generally just wish it was written better. Which I think is what most people can realistically just ask for. Oh, right in the face! Yeah, it really is just bizarre just how, yeah, I already mentioned this last time, just how lopsided and unbalanced the bosses are for where they are in the game. Like, this is like the easiest boss we've encountered so far. I also can't help but find it weird just how many times Robotnik has just made a, will we call it a Super Badnik, or just a boss robot, which is based off a beetle? I mean, obviously there's the Egg Beetle from Unleashed. There's the Egg Beetle scanner robot, which was in Adventure 2, and then there's this thing. It really just seems to like his beetles. Robotnik just said, "Plague be upon ye! Curse of Ra!" So I do gotta wonder who exactly this treasure used to belong to. Is it just like in Underground, where Sonic just had an ancestor which happened to be a pharaoh because thematic stuff? Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get an Egyptian Shadowverse in Prime, considering just how generic a lot of the theming for a lot of the multiverses in that show was, which apparently there's supposedly rumors of a new Sonic show, or at the very least just another season of Prime, which honestly I'm not necessarily all that interested in, considering how the first 3 seasons of Prime went, where it was just, oh, it's like the first and last episodes are where all the actual interesting stuff happens, and then the other episodes in between are just actual filler. Like, it was especially bad in season 3, it was just like 3 episodes just dedicated to one fight scene. I don't think even Dragon Ball was that bad. I mean, yeah, sure, it has the longest 5 minutes in history, but could have sworn at the very least that Dragon Ball fights were more brief and to the point than that particular fight scene at the end of Prime. Me wanting to escape Green Hill Zone Purgatory. Don't count on it, because we can never escape Green Hill Zone. It's all people know about the Sonic thing. 3rd emerald retrieved. Me wanting to escape the Green Hill Zone. I mean, I can't exactly blame you. Oh, who is that? It's Dan Green! Oh, that's Knuckles. Blaze, where would you like to go? The flower garden is really beautiful. So shall we go there? No thanks. I really don't have time to go sightseeing. Nakuruzu. Oh? If the soul emeralds are lost, my world shall be as well. I sense it's already affecting this world, because apparently Blaze can just do that. Yes, I can feel spatial distortions, apparently. Just like apparently how Shadow has psychic powers. It's the people I've told here. They really don't seem to be very concerned. Oh! What is it? It's Knuckles. Hello, Knuckles, over here. I'll go get him introduced to you. I wonder what he's doing here as opposed to Angel Island. Wait! I feel like a babysitter. Still, I haven't gotten lost thanks to her. The great Soul Emerald's power allows her to feel. I only need to find the last 4 Soul Emeralds. Once I have them, I can let her go, and I can just forget this whole thing happened. Hey, Cream, it's been a while. Who is this guy? That's Knuckles. He's a tough guy, but he isn't very bright. Ah. Ever the sharpest of tongues, aren't you, Cream? What? Nothing. I do at the very least kind of like that little bit of a characterization, how she just makes all those snide comments about people. Like, there was that one scene in Heroes where she's just like, I can't believe he did that just to get away. Mr. Sonic must be really... And then Amy just looks like he's about to kill her. It doesn't look like Cream's too bright herself. So, you aren't going to introduce me? This is my friend Blaze. Why do you look so suspicious? What is that you have in your hands? I sense a familiar power. Do you have Chaos Emeralds? What the bloody hell is a Chaos Emerald? Are they, like, supposed to be akin to the Soul Emeralds? They should bring back the Wrecking Ball boss from every future entry. Ah, yes! Sonic shall be nothing more than Sonic and Robotnik, fighting in ever-generating green hills. No Tails, no Knuckles, maybe Shadow if you're lucky. Silver's just stuck in the Pizza Hut for all eternity. The Wispy Woods of the Sonic series. How did you get them anyhow? Regardless, here's some friendly advice. Give them to Sonic for safekeeping. Or, you know, just give them to me, you know, Guardian of the Master Emerald and all. It kind of feels weird that Knuckles is just straight up just shirking his responsibilities. Kind of surprised he isn't just saying that Sonic is the Guardian of the Master Emerald now. Just going full on movie Sonic. And here's another person who's saying I should find the Sonic. Who the bloody hell is he? I don't have any Chaos Emeralds. Go look elsewhere for them, pal. What? Don't lie to me. You must have Chaos Emeralds. I can sense their power here. Wait. I've wasted too much time on them already. What is this? Let's go. Oh, please wait for me, Blaze. What I have in my hands determines the fate of my world. Well, time to go to the Water Palace, which sort of leads into a little bit of an interesting question with regards to Blaze, which shall become very evident almost immediately. Just give it a little bit. Just give it a little bit. It'll make sense eventually. As soon as we hit water. I mean, obviously, just like Sonic, she has inherited Luigi's Jesus powers. Yeah, apparently her fire powers work underwater. How does that work? No idea. Then again, I don't think we actually got much of an explanation as to how Blaze's fire powers work, because it's just that she has them and can apparently use them to actually put out fires as well, as seen in Archie, where she just completely just put out the fuse on Bean's bomb in arguably a pretty fun scene. I've heard there's at the very least quite a few fun scenes with Blaze in Archie, like her sun romantic inclinations with Omega. That was pretty funny. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was magic or any sort of thing, because for what I've seen of the Soul Empire, it does look like it's less technologically advanced from what I'm gonna coin as the Chaos Dimension. Skipped over Blaze's introduction in Archie. I mean, I'm guessing just like a lot of characters, you just got mixed into the fold, as it were, back before Ian got introduced. Back when Silver was just trying to ask Scourge, Metal Sonic, Amy, Robo, Ohobo which one was Sonic so he could just do his command grab on him. Okay, so that was Water Palace. You ever skipped to it, I don't remember. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that point in RGG Blaze just got mixed in with the shuffle along the same way Shadow did. Because I remember just this one picture, or at least panel from Archie, which is Sonic with all his friends, and then just Shadow's just sitting on a tree branch in the background. It's just like, yep, ultimate life form, he's just here among the rest of the rabble. He's not too important. We gotta worry about Toby Turtle. Back being was just a bunch of characters. Okay, so yeah, I suppose that makes sense. That does seem like the sort of thing that would be in Flynn's wheelhouse, just pulling out all sorts of obscure media, which honestly, in that front, I'm kind of surprised it didn't go the angle of Sonic and Vector originally being in a band together at one point. Because it really does seem like the sort of thing Flynn would add in as sort of flavoring. Just like, oh yeah, Sonic and Vector were in a band at some point. I guess Sonic just left because he was bored. Because Sonic doesn't really seem like the sort of character to me who would leave to focus on his solo career. It's just like, I'm kind of bored just hanging around with you guys. I'm just gonna go on an actual adventure with fun stakes for once. And then he got captured by Robotnik alongside Mighty and Ray. At least that's how I see it. Just he left the band to go on adventures and then immediately just got captured on Robotnik Island. Well, at least what I'm calling Robotnik Island, because obvious reasons. Kinda surprised that it wasn't just a Castlevania death right there. Just getting knocked back into bottomless pits. Archie Cannon Vector's actually a down under spy that's hiding his accent with Chive. That's actually kind of more funny, actually. Just Vector being Gummy Goo before Gummy Goo. I'm just sort of imagining Vector suffering Gummy Goo's fate at the end of episode 2. Yabata, Robotnik. Ah yes, precision platforming, my favorite. And that's Water Palace over and done with. It's kind of funny that when you don't have to worry about Chaos Emeralds, Caspio immediately calls him out in response with Crikey before immediately scrap. I suppose it is kind of funny. I kind of want to coin that whenever Vector shows up in one of my streams again, which I suppose we won't have much opportunities for that. Just inexplicably slipping into Australian, which... Oh. I'll be honest, that does sort of seem like something which I'd more expect of Fang than anyone. Like, if any character was gonna have an Australian accent, it would, aside from Marine, it would probably be Fang. The sniper. He's not a hunter, he's a sniper. You can't convince me otherwise. Sonic and Rush needs to come back again. Don't count on it with, at least not with the same soundtrack. SPO's a peeping chameleon. Oh, it's gonna be real interesting if I ever do end up reading the Archie comics, because it's like, who exactly was SPO peeping in on? Because I know originally that he was the only one of the Chaotix who actually was a detective before the retcon in Heroes. You know, back when Vector was deeply religious, but we can't have that in modern media. We can't have any religious character in a positive light anymore, it seems. Unless it's the right religion, obviously. Oh, Sally. Well, then again, I feel as though a lot of people were trying to get in on Sally. Especially if we're going by Penders' word. Sonic was too slow on that one, indeed. He was pretty much freelance. He could... I mean, it's not so much that he can't come back to work on it. It's more so just the music is filled with a whole bunch of copyrighted material, meaning it's going to be a pain to license. Much like with the soundtrack changes in Sonic 3, is what I'm getting at. With Sally was a... Oh. Ah, yes, the third nipple. And I'm guessing it wasn't that with Sally, but that's the first thing that really crosses my mind, for some reason. Like, I'm fairly certain that was something in another fantasy series, I'm not entirely... I don't think it was Princess Bride. At least I hope it wasn't Princess Bride. It was Tales, like I know about the whole Turbo Tales thing. Ah yes, was this before I'm not entirely certain as to whether you're mixing up Turbo Tales with Titan Tales. Like, I think Turbo Tales is the one with the cape, and Titan Tales is the one which, with the body dysmorphia. Or at least the one who, with the onset body dysmorphia. I will admit, this is starting to feel a bit like a Sailor Moon episode with how many times it's in this particular animation of Blaze just kicking Robotnik in the back. Got that damn 4th Soul Emerald. I need to look up if I don't claim, but I think you may have been joking about a childish hero thing. Ah, okay. Yeah, that does seem to pan out, because I remember that about Tails. Him wanting to be a superhero and prove himself. Oh, look who it is. Ah, yes. I thought I could see SSRI packages around here. Sonic isn't here. Sonic's not here. I wonder where he went. I've already retrieved some Soul Emeralds, and I did it without Sonic's assistance. I don't need his help. Besides, this Sonic sounds like... Oh my god, like Sonic? Oh my god, like, are you there, Sonic? Like, where are you? Oh, Amy! Oh my god, like, hi Cream, like, where's Sonic? Oh great, another person ranting on about this Sonic. Pina, the horse, is here. I'm looking for him too, but... so he's like not around? Oh my god, just like darn it. Who is she? Oh, this is Amy. She's a really energetic girl who loves Sonic, though Ian will beg to differ. The Hedgehog is here. But she can be a little bit short-sighted in that regard. Cream? Oh my god, like, Cream, we better, like, have a little talk. Oh no, not again. Please don't get out the belt. Oh my god, just, like, wait. Everybody sure likes to talk. Everybody sure likes to talk a lot around here. But I'm not getting any negative vibes. So like, who's she? Oh, this is Blaze. I just became her friend. My only friend, Amy. This is an intervention. Hi, guys. Nice to meet you. I like looking for Sonic. I like totally warning you though. Sonic's like my girlfriend. I'm like Sonic's like my boyfriend. No, what I'm seeking are the Soul Emeralds. I couldn't really care less about anybody called Sonic. Alright, great, that's like totally okay. Amy, we need to have a talk. Ah yes, this is when before Ian came in, it's like, here, have these things, the SSRIs, they'll help you. I like totally won't let anyone else have Sonic. She really is open about her emotions. Something that I am not allowed to do. Sonic's like... Freudian slip there. Oh my god, like the time, I can't like stick around, I gotta find Sonic. He's like totally gotta be around here somewhere with Tails. Tails is neat, he loves to build things. He also makes all sorts of cool inventions. He also likes to hang around with Sonic. Oh my god, like Sonic, Sonic, where are you? There she goes. What was that? Come on, Blaze, let's catch up with Amy. Eh? Amy has Sonic radar. So wherever Amy goes, we'll find Sonic. She straight up say she has Sonic radar. Ah yes, I can... Oh my god, like Sonic totally went this way, I can smell him. Oh! I finally saw you smile, Blaze. What, me? I'm so happy, let's go. Alright, Zone 5. Screensaver pipe zone. The convincing broad, the conniving broad has Sonic sense. Exactly. It's part of her mental illness as established in Sonic Battle. She can literally manifest Sonic as a stand. For context. That's how powerful her mental illness is, apparently. If we're really going that route, I mean... Some people might complain about it, but honestly, I'm all here for it. I just find this particular iteration of Amy super entertaining. I mean, obviously, I still prefer her how she was in Adventure and Adventure 2, but, this at the very least still feels a little bit entertaining as opposed to the boring and kind of depressing Amy we got in Frontiers. The one with all the cooking sherry and the, all the pills. The Sonic Brain Rot is real with this one. Who are you talking about? Me or Amy? Oh, I fell for the same thing again. Oh yeah, this mix. Yep. Now we're starting to get into the weeds of it, the thick of it. Everybody knows. I did it again. Well, at least we don't have to worry too much about lives at this point, but you can never be too careful. I was trying to avoid you the first time around, but I can just do, nothing. Amy Lamau. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. At the very least, I don't have to worry about making it back to the ledge here, considering Blaze has hover. I had hover there and I still fell for it. I'm not entirely certain as to whether easy mode also affects enemy placements. I wouldn't be too surprised. I mean, these don't seem too hard to dodge if you're actually paying attention. Hopefully after this, though, it should be smooth sailing, because obviously I'm gonna be honest, I kind of think this is the worst level, I suppose rather worst zone in the game. It's just rather emblematic of, yes, the Dim's mentality of just bottomless pits anywhere. It's just like Sky Canyon from Advance 2. Everybody's favorite level, Rip Multiverse. Oh yeah, I did hear about that, it died again. Which, I mean, kind of says a lot more about Warner Brothers in all honesty, just, I have no idea what's going on at Warner Brothers in all honesty, as I can only guess they're trying to, just burn everything so they can just sell off to Tencent or something rather, which does seem kind of depressing that just this massive American institution for entertainment is just kowtowing now to the Chinese, but that's not really my place to really comment on such things. It's a little depressing, considering I have a lot of fond memories of Warner Brothers stuff, like Animaniacs before the more recent season came out, and just was more just sort of grift bait. I'm not entirely certain if that's the right word, but that's just what I'm going with for the time being. Just couldn't help but be more divisive content for everybody to really sink their teeth into, because that's apparently what sells nowadays, or rather doesn't. That's just what they think is popular back in Hollywood, which honestly I can't help but be glad that Hollywood at this point is getting its just dues in becoming the new Detroit. I wasn't expecting to get into all these sort of landmines throughout the stream, but I guess it's just more so trying to think of other stuff to talk about here. I suppose it does make for entertaining content, though. All the, you know, the stuff like the Animaniacs and the new Doctor Who, just to mock. So I guess you could argue at the very least it has value in that sense, because that's like the only real value something like the Halo show had, especially just being able to just actively mock it for how bad it was. Because I've seen my fair share of stuff like the Halo show, and I suppose by extension Rings of Power, just seeing how bad it all is. Who rigs model? That would be Vel in chat. Say hello, Vel. Please go into excruciating detail as to what an excruciating process it was in order to rig the model. Because I remember it being quite nightmarish for you. Please go into excruciating detail, Tails. Okay, so I can just hold boost for that. Good to know. Good to know, game. There we go. My ears are ringing now. What was that cheap shot? Oh, I can just go up here. Keep forgetting. Just wanted to... Ah. I suppose we're really getting to the weeds with rigging this time around, ah. You're in big trouble now. Oh, I just screwed myself. So many layers, I mean... I suppose I know which layers to ask for next time, should I require a new model for reasons like... Maybe some software comes out which isn't as intensive on the PC. Because honestly, I am legitimately surprised that it didn't freeze up at all during the last Cyberpunk stream. Because that's, especially with how CPU hungry those two things were. I was expecting one of them to give out. I can't help but wonder, though, going through this, what would y'all consider to be the worst Dims made level in the whole series? Because, obviously Sky Canyon's probably up there. I can't help but feel that something from Sonic 4 would also probably be in there as well. This... maybe? It's been a long time since I played Rush Adventure, so I can't really vouch for that, but I don't recall there being too many, necessarily bad levels in Rush Adventure. I think it's just the program itself is a bit funky. Okay. I would say that I should probably look into something else which is a bit less resource intensive. No idea what happened there. Something that's a little bit less resource intensive, but that would probably mean just rigging the whole thing up from scratch again. And I'm not certain I want to ask that of you again, considering that probably took a good few years off your lifespan. Ah yes, super intensive. Come on, I couldn't even see that enemy. It's like the one instance where the dual screens come back to bite you. Okay, I can just go up here. Good to know. Oh no! Honestly, kind of surprised with all the slopes here that there aren't any chasing hazards like there were in the previous in Leaf Storm and Night Carnival. I'm just thinking it would be nice if you could actually just jump out of this parachute, because Blaze could certainly manage herself down here just fine with her hover. Bop. Kind of feel there's not really much left to talk about this particular level. Either that or just... Oh, I kind of forgot that Blaze's Glide was... Oh, I'm back here again! Game. Game. Why have you forsaken me, game? Yeah, I was just thinking I was in for a nice relaxing time, and... Ah, yes, bottomless pits for level, yes. Fairly certain this has sort of become a hallmark of Dim's level design. Because I remember it specifically being rather prevalent in Advanced 3 as well, with levels like, I was gonna say Route 99, but I think that one's more popular for its abundant use of crushing hazards. It's just like, crushing hazards and bottomless pits, that's the entire MO of Dim's level design. And boost pads, obviously. Can't forget the boost pads. Oh yeah, Chaos Angel. I remember Chaos Angel. It's kind of sad, as kind of a shame as well, because I really do like the music and the theming for that level. Just some of the most suitably climactic stuff I've seen in a Sonic game with regards to levels. I could have just held forward for you. Come on. You're just being cruel now, game. Alright, I'm just gonna stop off here. Yay, finally, we're out of this level. Duel of the Fates. Yeah, you say that, but I did actually notice it sampling a little bit of Duel of the Fates back when I was a kid, which, just goes to show how much I used to watch Phantom Menace as a kid. Alright, we're back up to this boss again, my favorite. Well, at least she's not as obnoxious a host as Tails was. Gotta be thankful for small miracles. Find it hilarious in hindsight that using Duel of the Fates unironically as his backing track. Wait, seriously? I thought it was just a coinky dink. I didn't think it actually used Duel of the Fates. I mean, that's kind of cool in all honesty, considering I used to like Star Wars. Before the dark times, before Disney. But... still seems super odd to me. I'm guessing it makes sense considering... Oh. You don't scare me! So give it a link in a bit and give you... give it a listen on stream. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll probably have to do it after this boss, though. I do like the fact that it's green. The green is a nice color on it. I feel as though I know all your tricks now. You're not so scary anymore. I know all your tricks. You can hear it tapping. You can hear the tapping. It wouldn't be a Sonic rostering without that tapping. I just can't help but think, oh, how exactly is the fallout of this stream gonna go? Because I'm not entirely certain if this is gonna get more views than the first one. I kind of doubt it, in all honesty, but still. I can't help but wonder how many people are gonna take offense to my lukewarm takes. Suppose that's the price of being famous, I suppose. Up. Alright, make your last pathetic move, Robotnik. Yay, we win! Moon Tiara Magic! You really gotta feel bad for Robotnik in this game. Also, I really do like the color palette of the skybox. I just noticed, really just sort of speaks late 90s, early 2000s, like that one cup with the blue and purple pattern on it. I'm sure you get what I mean. Oh! Oh hey, it's Sonk. We've found Sonk. Oh, that's Sonic, he's cool. Aha! There you are! Oh, Sonic, Tails! So this guy's Sonic. Cream, be careful, come over here. Why? What? Why? What are you trying to imply? Blaze, so that's your name. Yes, my name is Blaze the Cat. Who are you? Do you know anything about Robotnik? Robotnik, he's come to this world too. It's none of your business, this is my responsibility. So I'll deal with it. Hey, that's not how it works around here. I'm supposed to be the hero. It's my name on the box art. It's my name on the cover. The space-time continuum tier is spread. Doesn't involve you. I didn't expect anyone else to know about this. So there is a relationship. I said it's my problems, don't bother me. Oh, hey, Blaze, wait! Sonic, Tails, I'll see you later. Because it's been deprived of the soul emeralds, my world is in danger. It's also affecting this world too. I'm surprised someone actually went into action. Really seemed like no one here actually cared. Blaze, since we finally found Sonic, shouldn't you have asked him for help? Sonic, can you tell me what sort of person he is? Oh, Sonic? Well, Ah yes, I think Ian needs to hear this explanation as well, so give it to us in excruciating detail, Cream. He's like the wind. Well, that's accurate, I suppose. What does that even mean? Alright, let's just pause real quick so I can hear this little music, please. Hold up. Yeah, it's the same bit of the song that I assumed you were implying to. Anyways. I always thought that was a pretty neat detail. Alright, let's go to a boat. Let's go take part in Battleship, directed by Michael Bay. Hey, Blaze is here to... and Blaze is here to supply the pyrotechnics. Okay, so I will admit I was wrong about, the first two levels being the only deviation in terms of zone order. Turns out it's a little bit more extensive than I anticipated. Advance Free really has cool music. Yeah, I definitely agree on that front. Though, I imagine I'm gonna be hard set to streaming it at some point, mostly just because I have a lot of bad memories with regards to the special stages. Like, especially the last one, just... like, oh boy, we have these 3D levels on a Game Boy Advance game, which has terrible depth perception. Let's see how that goes. Massive catastrophe. Well, you certainly got that right. Still convinced these are gun robots, though. I mean, I'm fairly certain they're supposed to just be badniks, but... considering this is a battleship, and we have all these blue robots with a gun for a hand... you can't seriously tell me the robots in this level don't look like gun hunters. And heck, we even have the ships that were used to bomb civilian areas in Adventure 2. I'm just thinking, didn't they use those sleds? I could have sworn they used them in Sonic CD at some point. I'm pretty sure Wacky Workbench, that's what I'm thinking of. At least I'm fairly certain they were in Wacky Workbench. I know there was something similar in Mania. In Titanic Monarch. We're going up here now. I just love how Blaze can just dictate how she goes for the level like this. Okay, I think it might be a gun facility. I mean, I like to think it's a gun facility, and I always thought that was the case growing up, but I'm starting to think it's more so the case that, oh, we have these things that, we have all these assets left over from these other games, so let's just make them sort of look out like it without much thought into it. Again, though, I really do, this whole section really does sort of remind me of Final Zone. Guess it's just the prevalence of crushing hazards. It's kind of weird, actually. I've gone through so many Sonic games, yet I haven't gone through Sonic 1 yet. Then again, not entirely certain as to how I want to go through it. Do I want to... And it'd probably just be a version of the original Mega Drive version as opposed to the Origins collection, because I'd rather not play the Origins version in all honesty. Just, seeing it be as good as a port as Adventure 2 was on Steam, to put it, politely. I was gonna say, this reminds me more of the, second and third area in Advanced 3. Oh yes, I was gonna say Aquatic Base, but I think that's... I was gonna say Aquatic Base, but I think that's 06. Could be wrong, at least that's the name I remember. Either something, or something hydrolated. Should find something... do a sprite hack that adds Budni, or just adds Dash. You mean Dash the Rabbits? I mean... I'm fairly certain considering that... Oh, I just walked straight into a crushing hazard. Nice game. I almost did it again. Kind of weird that you bring up Dash of all people, because that's not my character. That's a friend of mine's. A friend of mine who doesn't watch any of my streams, mostly just because he doesn't tend to watch streams in general. I mean, that being said, if I ever do get the opportunity to, play through... I'm kind of curious as to whether or not when I play something like, Adventure 2 again, or maybe Heroes, as to whether I wanted to play as... Oh, I mean Sonic... Yeah! You mean Feels. I just have a friend who just made an entire AU around him and just calls him Dash. It's like, oh no, it's spreading! Yeah, I think canonically his name is supposed to be Feels, or just, if going by Superstars is any indication, just... Rabbit. But yeah, it's like the influence of the Dashverse is growing. Even though it's definitely not intended for the same type of audience, just... the sort of audience where Metal Dash is actually as powerful as it's supposed to be and has no qualms with calling you the C word. Or his rival Dusk, who is just dead inside. I'm not sure how much I want to go into the Dash first, actually, because it is a friend of mine, so it is an amusing observation that, as a sort of mirror to yada yada bunny repopulation. But yeah, it's something that he's pointed out, I suppose, but really, all things considered, Metal Sonic should, for all intents and purposes, be the most powerful Sonic character, if we were really going by the whole power scaling thing, because he copied all the data from every other Sonic character. That should basically make him the Sonic equivalent of Cell. I think I've already mentioned this in the past, but I couldn't help but just point it out again. He is basically just the Sonic version of Cell. And much like Cell, he's just been relegated to the background, even though he's a super cool villain. He should be, yeah. Silver, who is that? Oh no, he's coming at me with a green snake now, which honestly feels like it would be more appropriate to bring this thing to Leaf Storm. Sonic Advance 2 is the worst special stage of the GBA trio. I mean, you say that, but I don't think many people have actually played the Sonic Advance 2 special stages. So, I guess we're just gonna have to go by your word on that. Alright, that was an instant kill. I mean, you say that, but I think it's mostly just because of the ROM hack Advance 2 SP that I was finally able to play the Advance 2 special stages, and I'll agree in the sense that it is absolutely murder on your thumb. Should he ever get a redesign in the future? Is his base form an already perfection? When it comes to Silver, I've already mentioned that I kind of feel he's a poor fit for the Sonic series in general. How long was that wind-up? Kind of missed my point on how it's the worst, but then again, I haven't really had much experience with the Advance 2 special stages, so feel free to enlighten us in that sense. Didn't even know it had special stages? Yeah, because nobody played them. They were impossible to get into. I just realized, I'm pretty certain these bullets the cannons are firing at, are they like the same model as in Heroes, Egg Fleet? And the whole thing does certainly remind me of Egg Fleet. Love if I could just spam that. The snake is really good at bop it, except he's really good at bop it unless it involves anything except bopping it. Elden Ring wind up on that attack, yeah. It's like it was going for the fake out. Still definitely find it kind of weird that they just oh. Find 5 giant rings in the stage. I'm fairly certain that's just an SP, though. Could have sworn it was 7 giant rings. And then again, the special rings in Advance 2 were kind of impossible to find most of the time. Just really hidden away, and you really had to go for a certain course throughout the stage. It was kind of like CD in that case, and I didn't really like it as a result. Catching the stream, hope you're good. Yeah, I hope you're good too. Please ignore all the ramblings from earlier on in the stream. It would be kind of surprising at this point if someone actually sat through the whole stream and actually noticed that. I was just like, oh, he said this. That must mean he's this. In your own time, Robotnik. I was gonna say, if this was released prior to 2009, I would be joking if just Rihanna was hiding in the control. I was gonna say control room, but I'm guessing it's more sort of command deck on here. Just inexplicably, Rihanna's just here. I don't think anybody actually remembers the Michael Bay Battleship movie, which I don't exactly blame them. I just remember as part of the school trip just getting dragged to it inexplicably. At least I think it was a school trip, it might not have been. I just remember seeing it and it was just like, ah yes, that was a movie which exists. He said he likes waffles, that means he clearly despises pancakes. Exactly! Stop following me. Yeah, this is going on for quite a bit, isn't it? Just gonna make a save here. No point replaying for the whole boss again if it's going to take absolutely ages. Still though, we are already at Zone 7, so meaning we are on track just to wrap up the entire game this stream. You almost faked me out there. Alright, last hit. Show me what you got, Robotnik. Not sure how I'm doing the Sonic voice for this. At least I like to think that I do a decent Sonic voice, or at least my interpretation of Sonic, which obviously a lot of people would probably just assume either Jason or Roger at this point. Which I can definitely do with Roger voice, just all the way down here, Hooba Dooba. I'll just go a little bit more up here and go for the full-on Jason voice. Yahoo! But yeah, I definitely prefer doing, being right here. One of the worst bosses in the game. Yeah, I can't help but feel that the bosses in this game aren't exactly, all that stellar. But then again, can you really say any different about any of the other Dimp Sonic games? I feel as though they really struggle with boss fights. Like, one that really stands out in my mind is the ice level boss from Sonic Advance 3, where you just have to drop platforms on him in a constantly never-ending ascending corridor with a bottomless pit just rising underneath you. Alright, that's the 6th emerald. Yeah, that was deserved. Alright, finally, we get to go. Oh no. Oh no, she's back! You've already collected 6 of the gems! Yes, I only need to recover one more. If I recover it, everything should be fine, I hope. Oh my god, like, hi again, sister! Oh, it's nice to meet you, Amy. Did you bring the belt this time? Her name was Amy, right? Hey, like, Sonic was trying to find you two? Did you, like, see him? Well, yes, we found him on this exact spot, actually, but I've already got 6 of the Soul Emeralds without him. I don't need his help. Oh my god, you should, like, learn to be able to ask for help, you know. If you, like, totally have trouble, you should just ask Sonic for help. Sonic, like, totally be able to help you in a flash, you know. No problem, I can take care of this myself. Oh my god, you're, like, so stubborn. You can, like, totally rely on your friends, you know. I don't have any friends, I don't need them. Sometimes you just, like, totally can't do things alone. And when you can, it's still like, totally better with friends. Why does Blaze have a Scottish? I was trying to do Welsh, okay? I was trying to do Welsh. But my Welsh accent is not all that great, like. And hey, even if, like, I totally screw up. I'm trying to remember the quote from movie 3. Hold up. Give me a second. There it is. Oh my god, like, when you really can't screw something up, you can't totally fix it on your own. There, we'll go with that. Like, got it? It kind of fits, Rob. Ah, yes. We're just gonna assume she's a Scottish fold, I suppose. Blaze and I agree. Blaze is my friend and Amy is my friend. A friend of a friend is a friend. I'm not entirely... That's not how that works, Cream. They're just... So, Sonic and Amy are also Blaze's friends. That can't be true. But it doesn't feel wrong. Like, alright then, so you don't, like, totally have to strain yourself? I don't have to force myself. There you are, now I've got you! Oh, it's Knuckles! You, Catwoman, it's payback time! I summon Dark Magician! Like, what did you do to him? You have this opposite dimension that's basically Scotland. Good one. Well, it really wasn't a big deal, but Basically, Knuckles got the wrong idea. That's like pretty typical of Knuckles. We're like totally in the era where he's depicted as a moron. Alright, I'll totally take care of it. You two can go. Aren't you like totally in a hurry? Blaze, let's go. Please hold tight onto me. We're going to fly again? Please wait a sec. I'm kind of scared of heights. Ah yes, that was definitely not mentioned at all in altitude limit. Oh my god, like dimwit, wait a minute.
This has nothing to do with you, Amy. My business is with that cat woman.
Look, that's why I totally called you a dip. That's why I totally called you over. Like, listen to me.
Hey, come back here. That's no fair flying away.
We'll be safe up here.
I will admit it's definitely been fun doing the Knuckles voice again.
Don't take this the wrong way, Blaze. Knuckles actually does at the very least mean well. Thank you. Eh? You don't need to thank me. We're friends, aren't we? Well, I'm still going to thank you anyway, because that's how I would roll. So now let's go find the last one. I never had such feelings before, and they're not so bad.
Ah yes, here we go. Back up to deadline, as opposed to hardline, which we're not going to be seeing on these streams at all ever again because it's copyrighted. Kind of a shame, really, because I would definitely want to promote a little bit of hardline because it only seems fair. Oh yeah, I think this is another Blazy Mix track, which is notably different compared to the original, with the orchestra in the background. And oh boy, you get to see me mess around with the rockets again and run into. Oh, I just realized these guys actually, the egg pawn guys here actually shoot. It's a direct upgrade from the egg pawns and forces. It's gonna be a sad, sad day whenever I have to stream forces. I'm gonna say that much at least. I remember just putting out a poll really early on, just like, oh hey, if I were to download forces, would you want me to stream overclocked? And it was still an overwhelming no. Which, in hindsight, thank you for that. Thank you for making it so I don't have to play forces. Music in the street, yeah. I mean, that can be said for pretty much the entire game. Ah yes. Absolute zero take that this game has bopping music. In other words, water is wet. I mean, I don't need to devalue that sort of thing, but it just it's one of those things that just seems more like a fact than anything, as opposed to an opinion. Which is how overwhelming the consensus is. I gotta wonder though, with all these hexagonal walls you run off of, does this place have anything to do with I was gonna say Hexacorp, but I'm not entirely certain if that's what it was called in Sonic Heroes. At the very least, Hexaco. Yeah, basically the company that was in Grand Metropolis is what I'm getting at. Because I don't know, those hexagonal meshes you run on really sort of remind me of Grand Metropolis for whatever reason. Also, these runways right here really remind me of Egg Rocket. Like the one interesting zone from Sonic Advance. I was gonna say Rush, but I was like, I'm playing Rush, what am I talking about? Come on, make it. Yes, I made it. Okay, this is a little bit awkward. No! Alright, just casually, well, that's gotta be one way of waking up in the morning, just find yourself respawning on the ceiling. Really just sort of reminds me of Obi-Wan just waking up in that elevator in Revenge of the Sith. It's like, we have a little bit of a situation here. It's like, oh, you don't say. Okay, I think I'm safe landing here. Alright, just gotta remember to aim up and down. That's how this works. You aim up and down, not left and right. That's how you're dying. At the very least, I got a fair bit of lives to spare, which is a plus. Again, though, much like in, oh. The fashion for futuristic hexagon. Yes, that's how you know it's futuristic. It's funny, because, there's also that same mentality back at the office where I work. Just put hexagonal signs everywhere to make it look more, contemporary than it actually is. Work with me, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I think I just gotta aim straight upwards. Finally, got it. Ah yes, only the best Sonic Rush gameplay here on this channel. Only the most professionally made content. Only the most professional gameplay. Which doesn't involve me absolutely abusing the time cube. It's so easy to get boost back up in those particular segments. Also, with a spike placement, I gotta stop saying, oh, that reminds me of another level from the past, but that really does sort of remind me of the end of Flying Battery. Not gonna lie. Ooh, there's a thing here. At least there's no death barriers up there at the moment. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, okay. Crisis averted. Look at how many boost pads there are. Look at all the boost pads. It's almost as though this game doesn't know what physics and momentum is. Okay, finally level over. Alright. Final level. I can't help but think, oh, that reminds me of another level, just like the entrance to the level there. Really reminding me a whole lot of both Final Rush and Hidden Palace. Just gonna hold straight and hope that works. We seem to be alive for the moment. Great. I would say this is the sort of time when I wheel out the Castle Robotnik book again and read a little excerpt out of that, but I kind of have to concentrate on not falling to my death again. So if there's any questions you want to ask, then feel free to just fire them my way. I mean, I probably hold that sort of sentiment regardless, but now would be a good time. Because otherwise I'm just going to be sitting here just trying to come up with commentary. It's just like, we've been through this whole thing before and we don't have any sort of it's not like Heroes where at the very least I could come up with some funny team chemistry sort of commentary joke stuff. Impromptu stunt AMA. I'm trying, alright? Alright, I have to go down here. That was it. I remember now. I'm remembering things about this level, which means hopefully I'll suffer less. I kind of thought I broke the level there with how the gravity just shifted. Yeah, just stealing the gravity shifting mechanic from Death Egg.
think I may have asked this already. Favorite Sonic character? That's actually a very good question, because I feel as though it's changed a lot throughout the years. Sometimes it's been Tails, sometimes it's been Shadow, sometimes it's been Knuckles, or Metal Sonic, or Blaze, or... For the longest time, I feel, at the very least, between 2017 and... I suppose mostly just between the drought years. I would have just said Gamma, mostly just because he had the good graces to stay dead. But nowadays, having had some time to, I suppose, rethink my stance on the whole series as a whole, favorite character would probably be Sonic. Which is kind of weird because I too share in the sentiments that it's bad that we've only been allowed to play as Sonic for the past, like, 20 years. More or less. Like, to think, it's been almost 20 years since 06. It's like, as much time has passed, almost between 06 and now, than has existed between Sonic 1 and Colors. Think about that. In the sense that there's still people out there who still clown on the series because of 06. It's just like... I suppose as much as it goes to show that it feels as though not really much has happened ever since 06 with regards to the series and how it's just sort of cannibalizing itself. Chat is judging. I mean, I don't exactly blame it. Alright, time for the battle everybody was waiting for. Time to mash more buttons. The last soul emerald. Return it to me. I never thought a girl could be so... Ah, yes. Known feminist robotnik, according to the hero's manual. But I'll never give up this last soul emerald. Hey, Robotnik. Looks like you're up to no good, as usual. Sonic! Get in line, I must beat this cat again. Then, when I have the emeralds, I will have ultimate power. You stole the soul emeralds and jeopardized my world. Just so you could get ultimate power. I'll destroy you. You know, that's pretty harsh. He's my opponent, go away. No, can do. There's a few things I owe him as well. Something got lost in translation? Yes, it did. The original Japanese manual said that Robotnik was a womanizer. I said I'd resolve this on my own. I must protect my world. And I don't need anybody's help. Hey, chill for a second. You're way too tense. Why are you still here? If you don't leave... Hey, you gonna fight me or something? Oh my, what a nice development. Maybe they'll take each other out, and I'll get all the emeralds. It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Time for me to absolutely get beaten up by Sonk. Are you going to be as difficult to deal with as Blaze was the last time I did this? Who knows? Oh yeah, he has the homing attack as well. I think his AI is mostly the same, which is spamming spin dash to protect himself. It sort of looks like he has a little bit of boost at the end of his spin dash there. Not sure if that's just for this boss fight though. Oh, and he does the little skip back as well. Oh no, he's doing the spin. He's doing the tornado. I cannot... Oh. Oh, that's nice. Just casually just spamming tornadoes. Good luck trying to escape, I guess. Cream cheering you on as you beat Sonic. Yeah, Cream, what the... Cream, Sonic you said that Sonic was your friend. And yet here you are supporting his downfall. What gives? Hold still, you devil. Here, you little devil. It's like he's doing this fox wave dash as well. I just noticed as well, I'm pretty sure the tornado effects here are actually still sprites. You know, it's just like something you'd see in a Street Fighter. Alright, I got one hit on you at least. Come on. I can brute force it. Ring, 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 ring. It's fine, it's fine. Look at how many times I could just tank for all these, because rings... I was gonna say don't really serve a purpose, but they do here. You gotta keep them all in order to keep your A rank. Or S rank, sorry. Look at that stock image of Earth in the background. It really is just like an Adventure 2 where they just took the stock image of the blue marble. Yeah, just like in Sonic... Yeah! It's like I've been saying, this game takes a lot of inspiration from Heroes. I was gonna say I'm too smart for you, but then I just jumped into you. What does that make me? An idiot. Okay, just one more hit. He just back... He really just is just like, this is a fighting game. Spinning bird kick! He just doesn't let up and trying to make an opening. Open up, you... I said open up. I know I just said you're my favorite character, but that doesn't give you an excuse to walk all over me. I'll try spinning, that's a good trick. Okay. I got your number now, Sonic, I think. Oh, not again. Once again, just Oh, you only did the one time. Okay. Not again! I'm locked in the box. I want to get off of Mr. Sonic's wild ride. Don't remember this being so tough. I mean, I can't help but wonder if just how many people played this on easy modo, just so you wouldn't have to bother. Okay, finally, it's time. It's time for what everybody remembers about this game. I said I would defeat him. Stop it! This isn't gonna change anything. What do you know? I am the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. It's a fate that forces me to live with my curse, my flames. Because of my powers, I've always been alone. That's why I must also do this alone. It's my responsibility. I admire your fortitude, but carrying the entire world on your shoulders without an easy mode, yeah, enough. Here goes. Ready with the tapping. I remember this being super tough on the DS, and oh. Have a nice fall, you blue prick. And as for you, Spinning flaming kick. Not again. This is the last time, I promise. That's all of them. You might know everything I'm going. You might know everything I'm going to do. That's not gonna help me since I don't know anything you're going to do. Yeah, reduces the boss's HP from 8 to 6. Yeah.
Never get on my bad side.
Hey, rank. Okay, that's acceptable. Not too bad. I must save the soul emeralds. I must. A bit overzealous, aren't we? It seems like she's had a rough past. Hey, don't bite off more than you can chew. And, be yourself. No need to do everything on your own. Especially if you screw up royally, like I did. But please! Perhaps you're right. I can rely on friends if I let myself. Great. I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. All 7 mythical Jolly Run. Oh yes, did you know that the Soul Emerald design is based on the original Chaos Emerald sprites from Sonic 1? Nice to meet you. I'm pleased. It's nice to meet you too. Where did Cream go? Man, things are sure looking depressing lately. Led by the Soul who invited Chip, get him out of here. He's here to spit fun facts for you. Led by the Soul Emeralds. Did you know that Blaze's original design was mostly black with a whole bunch of blue and red highlights? Get back to sleep, you little drawer. At least it hasn't happened yet. My world has begun to enter yours. We don't have any more time left. Cream, let's go. She just realized the Cream is gone. Hey, where's Cream? Eh? Sonic, I got bad news. What's wrong, Tails? Cream's been kidnapped by Robotnik. How do you know? I found this letter. Oh, is it one of the same types of letters from Sonic Heroes? Let me see it. Guess what, Sonic Heroes? I have taken Cream if you want me to return her. Blaze must come to point W alone, whatever point W is. Damn Robotnik. It must be a trap. You better not go alone. Yeah, we'll get everybody together and... No. I appreciate your help, but I gotta do this alone. Because she's my friend. I must rescue Cream by myself. Okay, I understand. I know we just had this whole thing about you working alone and everything, but, we'll just leave Cream to you, Blaze. Thank you. I'm going now. Sonic, are you sure about this? Being able to believe in someone? That's also a part of friendship, right? I suppose so. Alright, time for final boss time. It says point W, but it says F zone on the map, but whatever. I know how to fight you this time. Honestly, it kind of baffles me the fact that it took me, like, 20 years to realize that you just hold down whilst on this guy's arm. Figure that out how you will. Unknown! Welcome to space with Eggman's pink robots. Ah yes, I'm feeling a little extra fruity today. I just realized it's pink and it's teal. Okay, just hold down. Waggle your arm all you like, Robotnik. I'm here to stay. Hello, Sonic Heroes. Bop. Another mecha. Yeah. And this would be the final boss of the Blazer story. Meaning we can go on to the final boss after this since we got all the emeralds. I kind of feel that Blaze has a easier time at least getting onto the arm because of the hover. It's pink like it, yeah. He wants to be a boss battle with Sonic Rush, but also wants to be a boss battle for Space Channel 5. Oh, that was a... I forgot that was an insta-kill. Get a load of this! I kinda wonder though, where exactly did he get all the resources for all these robots? I know it's an age-old question, but I still gotta wonder. Yeah, it really does feel as though Blaze has a lot easier time with this boss because of the hover. Oh no! He's doing the table oh, I thought he was doing the table slam. Yeah, let's just do a safe state here. Better to be safe. No need to restart the boss over from the start. Amy secretly pious thing mech. Oh, it's called... Oh, so this one's called the Egg King. Interesting. You know, I was thinking for a while back, with regards to the naming convention of the badniks from Heroes. You got the egg pawn, you got the egg bit... How are you supposed to... Oh, right, spin dash. It's like, you got the egg pawns, you got the egg bishops. You got the egg knights, I believe, which are like the golden egg pawns. Kind of weird the boss robots aren't also chess themed. Like, you got no egg queen, no egg king, no egg rook, as far as I'm aware, or egg castle. Yeah, it really feels as though Blaze has a lot easier time with this. I mean, maybe Sonic would as well with, where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to... Game! You gotta work with me here. Yeah, it just feels so casual how Blaze can just secretly can so easily just hop, skip, and jump over that. Okay. I got your number now, Robotnik. Maybe... Okay. I think this must... Yeah. I was gonna say, this feels... I screwed up. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, this makes things so much easier now. I almost feel bad for Robotnik now. Like, he put so much effort into this, Oh yeah, especially with the hover. Just lasers feel a lot easier to circumvent. I gotta say though, the alloy on this ship must be surprisingly sturdy to be able to withstand getting punched all this time. You cheeky. Pop. Come on. Work with me, game. There we go. Oh. Now you're bringing the things out. The rollers. Never Turn Back might be the best Shadow song. I mean, it is definitely pretty good. I'm more partial to Who I Am, personally, though. I get that, the legitimacy on that may be a little bit dubious. Oh, table flip. It comes out so fast. Okay. In your own time, Robotnik. Yeah, you can really just skip over that, can't you? I do like the inclusion of the black on this particular robot. I really just generally like this palette. Up. Get ready to be schooled.
Can't help but wonder where exactly that particular phrasing came from. Like, what does it mean to be schooled? Are you going to teach me a lesson? I literally just jumped into that. Game. Work with me here, game. This really is starting to feel like a bit of an uphill battle, if you do say so myself. Oh. There you go. Got you eventually. Let's try this again. Ah yes, nice with the varying speeds on the projectiles. Always fun to try and predict. I guess they just insist on you hanging further back. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang here. Okay, 2 more hits and we should be good as gravy. Alright, here comes the actual hard part. Oh, this is different. And absolutely annoying to deal with. Battle of the year. Ah yes. The worst turnout against this boss fight in the history of playthroughs of this game. I hardly deserve the accolades. Well, at least I held on for that, but now I'm bereft of rings. Alright, let's try your little... Oh, you're doing this now. Just gotta stay under... I was gonna say stay under the one which is, which comes out in the most recently, but... It is a little bit difficult. Going under the assumption that, you can actually make it to the other one in time. Also, can I please just... Can I please just keep a hold of some of my rings? Yo, how these are spaced out, I have no idea how you're supposed to avoid damage during this. Thanks a bunch, game. Definitely could avoid that. Okay, at least I have some rings now. At this point, I'll take it. Now, time... Have no... Oh. Okay, we have the better version of these attacks, allegedly. Never mind. Yeah, I feel we're gonna be at this for a while yet. Feels as though you really gotta be uber precise. Well, there go all my rings. I do apologize for the excess use of save states, but in my mind, it's still better than having to do this all the way over from the start. I can barely see the rings on screen. No idea how to beat the... Yeah, honestly, it's... This sort of thing, it's not the most difficult, it's just annoying. No idea how to beat this game as a kid watching this. Ah. Yeah, I remember, Sonic's version of this boss fight being easier with regards to its attacks, at the very least. Can I please keep a hold of some of my rings at least, game? I'm trying my hardest to like you. How long does that go on? How long is this gonna go on? Just remember the song SE2. Yeah. Wildcatting, I think you're thinking of with regards to that song. Just, apologies for the commentary going forward, but this is... Hold on, what happens if I just stand completely still? Because I'm thinking it's dependent on your movement, isn't it? So let's see what happens if I just... Okay, never mind. It is just absolute... This thing is just terrible, isn't it? And now I'm just locked in with it. Thanks, game. I really enjoy this boss mechanic. It really feels fair. I think this is gonna be the special stage 7 section of this particular stream, so you may have to bear with me on that front. It's so hard to tell where you're allowed to step and where you're not allowed to step. I think on that front I'm starting to think maybe Rush Adventure might be the better game. Because I don't remember at the very least having annoying boss fights like this, with mechanics like this. I mean, yeah, you could argue about the boats, but I think I'd rather take the boats over this. Yeah. Feel free to talk about yourselves. I don't want this to turn into another Superstar scenario, because at the very least it's the game is actually functioning properly, as opposed to Superstars. These are the worst sorts of situations in the box when we have this one mechanic that's just screwed. Yeah, pretty much. Like, you can't even see where you're allowed to stand as well. It's like, I think I'm safe. Tell me how long this will last. I cannot. Oh, can I say? No, I can't save it. Oh yes, when people say that Sonic Rush is a good game. Just, don't play any of the boss fights. Up, have I... Oh! No! I was trying to save. I could see the end. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. And now I'm pulled back in. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'd like to make it through this without Gate taking damage, though. I'd like to make it through without taking damage, though. be so bad if you could somehow destroy that thing before it got out of there, but you can't. You're just stuck playing this stupid game. Within the game, which is supposedly pretty good. No. Come on. Yes! No! Please, give me the ring! Give me the ring! Ring! Oh. Yeah, still have no idea how you're supposed to get through this ring! Ring! Okay. Can you please give me an opportunity to attack you? This really is starting to feel like a Superstars boss. Not again! I wasn't ready. Oh, finally, we get to hit him. Here's to hoping that the final boss is more lenient than this. I was floating in midair for a second. Did you spot that? Okay, final hit. What have you... Not again. Oh, and I only have one ring. Oh, no, not again. Oh, no. 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 Oh, I actually made it through that without taking any damage. We're on the home stretch. I'm free. I'm free. You know what? Don't care. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna do that again. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts. It's over for you, Robotnik. Oh, I don't remember this. Actually, I do remember this boss fight being a pain. I just don't remember it being this much of a pain. This is the end for you, Blaze. Oh no. It's the easiest free hit in the world. I don't get why the final boss in both this and Rush Adventure thought this was a good idea. Guess they just wanted to be cinematic, but okay, finally. Finally, it's over. The nightmare has come to an end.
My enemies always fall before me.
So it comes down to this. Well, I'm ready. Cream? Do you hear me, Cream? She's not here. She's dead. Eh? Wait. Oh, hello, Autumn Leaf. We just got done with an awful boss fight. Thank you for saving me. Don't mention it. We're friends, right? Yes, we're friends. Also, please ignore the fact that Cheese is dead. And thus they walked home to Vanilla's house together to have more tea. I really don't remember that boss fight being as bad as it was. I keep saying that. I at the very least remember that being annoying, but not nearly to that much extent. And to think, this is the only sprite work, officially, that we've gotten of Blaze ever. Yes, Blaze does have a sprite. I really do wish we got a, sort of Kirby
Kirby-esque Sonic game where we had these sprites back, because Lord knows people are gonna want more stuff for Goku Sonic. Makes me wonder how much the game is intended to be sprite-based based on the previous one. With how a lot of the boss levels are designed, I'm presuming not really. But then again, I do definitely think the boss fights are the weakest aspect of the game, which I was gonna say wasn't necessarily a bad thing, considering most of them were kind of easy to manage, but at the same time, that last boss fight, what was that? It wasn't nearly as difficult in Sonic's story, pretty sure. But given the only little bit of... Wait a second. I just realized I may have even more time cube powers if I can find them. Is there a... Play movie... I'm just looking for the options here, just bear with me. Bear with me. I may have a means for us to get on with things. Stage design could be a little bit advanced-free crushing obstacles return for... Yeah, pretty much. There's also that. Okay, let's see. How do I do this, this little trick? At least I was fairly certain there was an option here. Full screen options, window size, aspect ratio, magnification. Just looking at different things, and I'm probably just making this go longer than it needs. Needs a rest? We can't rest. Oh, I think it's... There we go, congratulations. Didn't need to fast forward at all. Congratulations, as Cream is still, as Blaze just wanders off into the abyss. Oh wait, we don't get a funny thing where, Amy oh, here we go. And they stop. And, that's about it. No chasing anyone with hammers. Alright, since we've reached the end, this would normally be where I end it, I was intending to go on to the final boss for this, and that's what I still intend to do. Because, upon completing Sonic and Blaze's stories, Extra Zone is now available to us, where we get to play as the two of them together. We beat the robotnik and got the soul emeralds back. The destruction of the worlds has stopped. But how can we change things back? I can't seem to go back to my own world. A pity you could not comprehend the power of the soul emeralds. How could she? She was just their guardian. How could she know they're the key? How do I like my coffee, they ask? Black, I'm guessing. Eh? My world. And my world are in a matter inextricably linked. Like two robotniks. And the Chaos Emeralds and the Soul Emeralds are in a matter like North and South magnetic poles. They can be used as a pair of magnets and be attracted to one another. Or they can be used to repel one another. In close proximity, these emeralds call out to each other. And the power this would generate could destroy the world. Excuse me. However, we merely want to harness the power here. Do you understand our pure genius now? Oh. No. Ah, yes. Just fade to black and instantly... Wait for it. She's on the floor.
Once we're at optimal strength, it'll be easy to get the soul emeralds back. A pity that Blaze has no idea how to use the emeralds. Still, I'm puzzled. For we don't have both sets of emeralds. There's Chaos Emeralds and Soul Emeralds are both here. This should have created explosive results. However, the dimension here seems stable. The reason is obvious, Robo. Because he has the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Did somebody call for me?
Yeah, Sonic's the Hedgehog. I have the power of the Soul Emeralds. I think I'll first use that power to defeat you, Sonic. Yes, if you defeat him, the Soul and Chaos Emeralds powers will be ours. Then we can create our own dream world. It will be a Robotropolis beyond this dimension. We're ready for you, Sonic. Our ultimate mecha will crush you.
A lot of sounds going on with this accent.
Ah, yes, no, Sonic. Robotniks.
Ugh. You alright, Blaze? Sorry, Sonic. The Soul Emeralds have lost their power, apparently. Look, they're luster. They look like ordinary stones. It'll be okay. Eh? I was like, nah. Sonic really just said, nah, it'll be fine. Blaze! Cream? Blaze, we know that you saved us. Oh, aye, Blaze tried to save both our worlds. And Blaze, you've learned to open up and trust. To trust your friends. And you like totally learned you can rely on others?
I think that's enough chit-chat. It's time to duel, Sonic.
You guys. As long as you have the power of friendship, the Soul Emeralds will never lose their glow.
Ah yes, the power of friendship and the real superpower of teamwork. You can really tell this is based off of Heroes.
Ugh. The Soul Emeralds. Heh, ready to do this together? You should be able to use the Soul Emeralds now. It's so warm. I can feel the power energizing me.
Here we go, what everybody remembers from this game. It's Super Saiyan time. Well, at least they aren't doing the weird thing with their hands again like they were in Adventure 2. To think how many AMVs this particular scene was used in. Ah yes, the spinning. It's like, yes, ah yes, underlings. It's time for me to roast you to a crisp. Alright. I remember having a fair bit of practice with this boss fight, so it shouldn't take too long. Never in my life have I seen this. Really? That's a, that's a surprise. Also, yeah. Hello, Doomsday Zone. How have you been? I say Doomsday Zone / non-aggression. So yeah, Sonic has a small forward boost, which you can use in multiple directions. Got reds, asteroids in order to replenish more of your rings, because I'm pretty sure they wear out after a little bit. And yeah, I do quite like that the game over theme for this is actually the final boss theme. Alright, now I remember what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to wait for these things to hold still. Wait for them to hold still. Wait for them to hold still. And play tennis with Robotnik. That is, of course, if I can line them up right. I don't remember it being too difficult, but it has been a little bit, so probably rust. Yay! I hit him in the face. What's the rush, Robotnik? Oh, I didn't realize you could actually repel those shots back at him. That actually makes things a little bit easier. Alright, and look at him, he's going into the background and firing the missiles. I remember these being fairly easy to avoid. Final boss just evolves into tennis. Ah yes, it's a wonder that we don't see Waluigi appear in any of these final boss fights. And look at this! He dives down onto the lower screen, becomes whatever that is. And we're playing as Blaze now. Blaze has a different means of defeating the boss. She also has a little bit of a boost, but that's not her main form of attack, so to speak. Just have to wait till we get closer in, because at least I'm fairly certain after this second cycle. I love how it specifies on the bottom screen. It's like Blaze versus Robotnik. And then you just Hadouken! Hadouken! And then he just takes a little bit of a slash at you. Hadouken! Hadouken! Where are you going? Alright, I think this is an attack that can actually damage you. You gotta avoid getting sucked into the black hole. Ah yes, the egg salamander. That was... yeah, I remember that's what its name was being. I did quite like the background for this one. It really just feels like a proper continuation of non-aggression from Advance 3. Hadouken! How good is OG Adventure? I only played Rush. It's gonna be interesting messing around with the boats, but aside from that, I remember having a good time with it. And already we skip on to fighting him for real. Yeah, Sonic just only has the boost, it seems. Which is fine. Can you line up properly for 1 second? There we go, there we go, there we go. This may take a little bit. Oh. I remember him having that weird sword attack. For some reason I thought I was going to get Lazy Bob and Wagner. Yeah, the missile attack compared to the black hole, it really is quite easy to dodge from my experience. Then again, I did play this boss fight a fair bunch. Oh, of course you dodged right as when I was about to hit you. Thanks a bunch, Robotnik. Oh, I think we're starting to pick up a little bit. I think. Hadouken! Oh, never mind. I guess we're just, yeah, I think we're starting to get into the final phase now. You don't scare me, Robotnik. Honestly, this boss fight was a lot easier than Gemma ever was. He was totally in this game, by the way. Just trust Ian, bro. I just realized I'm kind of running short on rings. Come on, we gotta be close now. At least let me grab some rings. I'm kind of struggling here. I mean, at the very least, we don't have to worry too much, but still, I would like some rings, game. I would like some rings. This is starting to get a little bit hot under the collar. Oh! I think we're nearly there.
Yeah, we are cutting this a little bit close, methinks. You have 10 seconds. Destroy those damn robots. Oh, so this can damage you. Right. Good to know, game. I'll be more careful. What have you got left up your sleeve, Robotnik? Are you just gonna stall me out? Which, honestly, given where we are, I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone for stalling tactics yet. I mean, I guess this sort of counts. It's like the Black Dragon in Superstars was way more effective when it came to defeating Supersonic, just by stalling him out. Still salty about that, by the way. So close, I can taste it. Hold still, you devil. Oh, nice. You can't even collect rings when you stun lock. Good to know, game. You can't even move. Okay. Let's try that again. Boom. Alright, here we go again. I do like the fact that that right here, the live sprite has actually changed color. You just realize you don't tend to see that a lot in these Sonic games whenever you have these supersonic fights. Like, I remember it in Adventure 1, it was just the standard lives icon for Sonic, as well as Adventure 2. Heroes, I think, was the same story. You just don't want to stay still, do you? It's a simple bunny. I guess a simple bunny in these trying times. Just a simple bunny trying to make my way in the universe. Assuming I can hit this... assuming I can hit this man. Feels like I'm so close, I can practically taste it. Let's see you do that again. Let's see you do that again. Let's see you do that again. That's what I thought. These things refuse to hold still. Oh, that was so close. Yes! It's over. I think this is it. You ready, Blaze? Yes. It's time. My incredibly profound plans. It was such a small miscalculation I made. It shouldn't matter. And it's not over yet. Just give me some time and I'll... Enough of your babbling. See, they're here. Oh look, they're doing the finishing move they copied from Generations. Still have no idea why they use Sonic 4 music in Generations. Oh yeah, that was a bigger explosion than I remember. Get Sonic 4 out of here. Oh, it's gonna be a cold, cold day in the abyss when I stream Sonic 4. Still apparently canon, by the way. He can barely work with himself? Yeah, seems to always be the case with these robotniks. Well, this is it. Yes, it is. Everything will be back to normal. And we'll never see you again. I've got to return to my world as well. The Chaos and Soul Emeralds cannot exist in the same world. They're causing of a crisis. Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye. Cream will really miss you. I have no choice. No words from you? It's better this way. I first came here as a stranger out of nowhere. I think it's appropriate that I lead the same way. Sonic, thanks for your help. Bye. Wait. Eh? This is from me. I'll see you again. In the IDW comics where you can apparently just transfer from one world to another. Again. Is this the last appearance of Supersonic looking like this? No, he has the same model in Rush Adventure. Also, yeah, I do definitely miss this version of Supersonic. To be brutally honest, I do definitely understand why they went with the one from Unleashed onwards, mostly just because it would mean they'd have to use a different model otherwise, but... also the fact that I guess it looks a little bit more like classic Supersonic, and that's sort of the point. Still though, this particular version of Supersonic is the one which is always nostalgic to me. With Adventure, and Adventure 2 especially. Oh, apparently she has green skies. I understand now. My inherent power over fire. As princess, it's my duty to protect the Soul Emeralds. Because it's my duty, I shut myself out and kept to myself. Trying to make it solely my responsibility, I always put my world in danger. But then... You need to be true to yourself. Sonic the Hedgehog. Both robotniks knew the secret of the emeralds, right? That's why this world didn't completely fall apart when the emeralds were together. Everything should be fine since I had the 7 emeralds until I scatter them to the 4 winds again. As long as the person holding the emeralds can control them and knows how to use them, nothing can go wrong. And Blaze, now you have that power. You understand what I mean, right? I'll see you again. I'm not paying attention how she returned in Rush. I mean, I guess with the Robotniks being defeated, the dimensions just sort of split apart. But if you're asking about Rush Adventure, then it's more so the case that somehow, from what I recall, Sonic and Tails just end up getting isekai'd into her world, which does feel like a missed opportunity that it doesn't have the green skies, but I guess it was supposed to be a little bit of a twist that it was the Soul Dimension. But anyways, that was Sonic Rush. I still definitely had a lot of fun with this, even though, in all honesty, I still didn't really enjoy the boss fight. I'd still say that, I suppose technically speaking, Excellamanda was the best one, but that's not really particularly good margin. I still think in terms of supersonic boss fights, it doesn't well, it's more mechanically complex, I suppose. Still prefer Doomsday Zone. Definitely one of the more challenging ones. Oh yeah. Forgot what it was. Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Now we need to play Sonic Rush 2. Not immediately, because I did put out a little bit of a post asking what people wanted me to stream in terms of Sonic games, and apparently people wanted me to do Heroes again, so I guess we're doing Heroes again. Which is gonna be interesting, because, again, that's another one which I feel is, well, technically a bad game, it's another one which I enjoy. But yeah. I think I'll just wait till the credits stop rolling, and then I'll stop rolling because I need to go to bed. For reals, for reals. But yeah, I hope you found at the very least some enjoyment in this, in my flubbering around. And I'm hoping that at the very least this isn't a one-off thing in terms of how much traffic apparently these Rush streams have gotten me, because again, I wasn't expecting to get so much traction with the Rush streams, and I'm hoping that it isn't just a one-off thing. Heroes again gonna be interesting, I guess. Yeah, probably just gonna be doing the GameCube version. Not entirely certain as to whether or not I'd want to stream it on hardware, though, because, of course, a game as jank as Heroes with the input lag of Elgato, that doesn't necessarily seem like a good combination to me, but... Oh, thank you for playing. Yay, we win. It was Sonic breaking it down behind Cream's back as she weeps for the loss of her friend. Don't worry, she's gonna be coming back in the Olympic Games. As more people find her, I'm sure more streams will pop on from the same way for a variety of reasons. I certainly hope so. Whether it be for the right or wrong reasons. Team Dark is coming, Shadow Rouge, and yep, this will be the last time Cream will be relevant until Dream Team. I just love, yeah, it's a classic one with Sonic just busting it down behind Cream as she weeps for the loss of her friend. But yeah, that's going to be Sonic Rush. I didn't expect it to go on as long as it did, but well, that's that. And without further ado, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna head off to bed. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.